Men are supposed to want sex. Men are supposed to perform. Men are supposed to lead. If you've ever felt this, in this video, I'll explain to you why it hurts so much. My name is John, and I help young men with recurring sexual problems through mental and identity shifts. I have spent countless hours researching and helping other young men like yourself on this topic. And I have also fully fixed all my sexual problems with any new or current girls that I sleep with. Today I'll be explaining why your confidence gets hurt so much and how to deal with it. Now, let's get straight into it. Why does it hurt your confidence so much? It all starts off with your thoughts. Your thoughts allow a level of change inside of you. And that level of change is your identity change. And identity change is very painful, whether good or bad. It is literally shaping you into another version of yourself. Now, for this example, it is a bad version of yourself as the guy who doesn't know which version of him will show up, whether either the confident one or the weak one, or the one who leads or the one who freezes. The version of you who just doesn't only remember the bad night, where you become the bad night. And you start seeing yourself through that moment. As the change occurs and you start to notice things start to get sexual, your body just starts telling you, don't let this happen again, let this happen again, let this happen again. Because your body remembers the pain and the danger, and it's just trying to protect you from feeling that feeling again. Now here's the thing, the nervous system wants predictability and safety. It wants to be in an environment where it feels familiar. Like, think about it, any major shifts, like job shifts, relationship shifts, any health problems, like big changes, or even career shifts, all of these things threaten the safety of your nervous system, and they trigger fear, anxiety, all these bad thoughts, and it creates a desire to return to what feels familiar, what feels normal, even if the old environment was bad, toxic, or limiting. How do we deal with these thoughts? Because right now these thoughts are strong enough to cause an identity change in us. I want you to think about it like this. There are two sides to your brain, two workers inside of your head. First one is called Mr. Triumph. He is responsible for all the good thoughts inside of your head, like all the positivity inside of your head. The thoughts of, I'm him, I could do it, I'm strong, I'm unbeatable, nobody's like me. Oh, that girl really likes me. She must be thinking about me right now. All those positive good thoughts, Mr. Triumph is responsible for all of them. And Mr. Defeat, he is responsible for all the bad negativeness, all the bad thoughts that get created in your head. Thoughts of like, I don't trust myself anymore. If this keeps happening, she's gonna lose all respect for me. What if this is my life right now? He is responsible for all of those bad thoughts. And whoever you give more thought into, whether it be Mr. Triumph or Mr. Defeat, they will take over. Now, the other thing is that you are not Mr. Triumph or Mr. Defeat. You are not either or. You are just an observer of your own thoughts. Now, this goes into like a real deep rabbit hole of like spiritualness and all that. I'm just telling you the basic stuff. Now, most guys let Mr. Defeat run their whole entire lives. I'm sure you could think of a friend. He's just always just sitting there, just, oh, I can't do it. No, I'm not good enough. I'm not strong enough. I'm too fat. No, I can't. She wouldn't even like me, actually. It's just always making excuses for whatever. Always shutting himself down. That is Mr. Defeat running his whole entire life. So now you might be asking, so what do we do to Mr. Defeat? Get rid of him? No. We cannot get rid of Mr. Defeat because he will always come back. We have to fire Mr. Defeat. We have to push him out of our head. But here's the thing, like I said, he'll always come back. He'll always poke his head through and say some bullshit. Say, oh, she never loved you. She cheated on you. She's lying to you. Or just he'll always come back and say something to you. But again, you're not Mr. Defeat. Those aren't true. Those are just thoughts. You're just sitting there. You're just observing the thoughts. And remember, if whoever you give more thought into, they will come back and they will take over. So if you focus on Mr. Defeat, he'll come back in and take over your whole brain. So that means, what do you got to do? You got to give more thought into Mr. Triumph. How do we do that? You can talk to him. Now, at first, I heard this and I thought it was crazy. It sounded a little schizophrenic, like, oh, you talking to yourself and shit. But go ahead and try it. Like, whenever you have a bad thought, oh, she's probably out cheating. Mr. Triumph, what do you think about this? And he will tell you, you have built yourself up to be a fine gentleman. He will tell you and say all the good, great things about yourself on what the situation is like. He will not tell you the negative, the bad. Next time any sexual problems occur with you, and just say you finish too quick, Just ask, Mr. Triumph, what do you think about this? Well, this time she really turned me on. She really got me going. I really like this girl. I must really enjoy her. Feel like Mr. Defeat is starting to say shit in your head, starting to think about very bad, negative thoughts. You have to be aware that those thoughts are not you, and you're just a passenger observing them. That's all. And that is why people who win the lottery or somehow get a large sum of money, an inheritance, that's why they end up blowing it all, because their thoughts are always telling them they got to feel safe again. They got to go back to that familiarity, and for them, that familiarity, that familiar that familiar feeling for them was being poor. They're not used to having all this money, so they're just trying to get back to whatever feels familiar to them, all because they don't know how to control their thoughts, and they end up blowing it all. Now, the same thing could be applied for good identity change as well, because like I said, any change is painful, whether good or bad. But the good pain, for the good identity, there's pain as well, but it isn't a bad pain. It is more pain if you got to put in more hours, put more hard work, put more time, effort, money. You can shoot into that next version of yourself. You got to think about it like this: success is a bar, and if you do not put in enough time, money, effort to go over that bar, you will not get to success. Success could be literally anything for you, but you got to put in what is required to get over that. Like, think about it in the gym as well. If you do not reach failure, you do not get to that past failure, you will not get the gains, or you will not make the muscle. If you do not put in what's necessary, you will not get to success, and you will not get that identity change that you want. Now, this isn't all just about sex. It isn't about like tricks, any porn gimmicks, none of that. A part of it is learning how to fire Mr. Defeat and how to build Mr. Triumph, until your nervous system stops seeing sex as a threat. If you want help on making this more permanent, there's a link in the description. No pressure at all. Not everybody gets in. This is the end of the video. I hope you learned something. Keep going and become unforgettable.